The transaction manager is a very simple but powerful way to manage all your transactions. You can manage everything from your property details and remarks to your commissions and even your upcoming expirations. Now, on this first screen here, you're going to notice that I've already entered some transactions. Now again, this is just for demo purposes only. I marked this one sold, pending, active. You can see the MLS numbers and the prices of them. And the first one and the last one here are sold, so we also have a close date. We could edit this transaction. We could even delete this transaction. But what we're going to do is we're going to start off by creating a new transaction. This is the first thing that you're going to want to do. You're going to go in here and you could go through here and fill out all the blanks, and even the listing date, the expiration date, the commissions down here, and you can upload your own photos. But as long as this listing, it says this listing's yours. If it's your listing, then you've listed it in this board. If it was a property that you're selling, but somebody else listed it at a different board, then it wouldn't show up under this quick search filter. But if, let's say it's one of your listings, or just somebody that you sold their property and it was, that they were belong to this board as well, you would just type in the MLS number, and let's say it's this one. It will automatically auto-populate everything in here, including the listing date down here. So now, there's a couple things you'll have to fill in. You'll say if you're a lister, the list and selling agent, we'll just say you're the listing agent in this case. And you slide down here and you fill out anything else you want. I definitely recommend, if this is a listing yours, you want to put in the expiration date. So we're going to say this thing, and I'll show you why after we save this. Let's say this thing's going to expire next February. Today's February 7th. Of 2015, we're going to say that this expires a year from now. Now, once this thing closes, you can come back and we'll be able to enter the close date and and how much commission we actually received. You can put in here, if you know what the price of the property is, you can say what you expect to receive. But that could happen. It could be a lot different by the time you close it. Any comments during your closing, you put here. Now, since I typed in the MLS number, I can say select MLS photo. And it'll show me all the photos that are currently in the MLS. And I'm going to go ahead and select this photo. If there wasn't, I could have clicked on upload photo, and I could choose my own file to upload. Or maybe I don't like the MLS photos. Either way, I could still choose to upload my own photo. Now, you're only going to select one photo for this, And so I'm going to go ahead and leave it, with this image here. And I'm going to say save. And that's it. So now the transaction's in here, and you can see it right here. It's active. Here's the price, and here's the listed date. Now, I'm going to go over real quick over here to upcoming expirations, because I just told you why it was so important to put that in there. If I go to upcoming expirations, it's going to show me any of the properties that I have. Anything that's sold won't show up here, obviously, because it's not an upcoming expiration. But here's that property we just put in here. Not only does it show you the expiration date, but it says it's going to expire 365 days from now. Now, the other couple I've got in here, the pending and the active one, shows 40 days left, 188 days left. And so it gives me an idea real quick of if something's going to expire quickly here, then I may want to call the owner and try to extend the contract or whatever you need to do. So again, if we go back to transactions now, we can see that was in here. I can click on this photo if I want to see the bigger photo of it, and that's it. Now, if I want to go back and say I close this out, I could go edit transaction. I could slide down, and I'd fill in the actual close date. Let's say it closed. We'll say it's closing on next Wednesday. And we go ahead and put in the actual commission. Say I was getting, $9,200 for this. The expected commission, I expected to get, if I slide up here, it's $424,000. So 3% of that would be $12,744, and that's what I expected to receive, but maybe I had some concessions or something else, and anyway I ended up with $9,200. So all I do is I save that, and that's it. Now it's updated. Now I notice here, it still says active. I forgot to change that, so I'm going to go back and I'm going to edit it again, and I'm going to change status to sold. Again, it just gives you an idea of how easy it is to do. Now if I go back to the upcoming expirations, notice that one's missing because obviously it's not going to be expiring anytime soon because I sold the property. So now we can go to commission report. Now this is very simple. I'm just going to pick a date range that I want the report to be, and I'm just saying for I can click this and say for the last 365 days. Hit submit, and it shows me the properties, what the expected commission, what was received, and what the actual commission was received. Now, remember, we put the close date in the future. I put it for the 10th, I believe it was. So if I would change this custom range, and let's say I went to, maybe the 20th here, hit apply and submit, then that other property would show up. Because again, you see it was closed on the 10th. So here's your summary. You got 3 properties: expected, actual, the total volume, the average price, and down here put the details for each property. And I can save this as a PDF file and put it in my files for later. We'll talk to you in the next video.